Hi everybody, I am back far sooner than I was expecting, and I said I wasn't going to bother unboxing these. Unfortunately, when I spoke to GWeike, or however you say it, about sending these back for a refund, they weren't particularly knowledgeable about the UK law and distance selling regulations, so they keep insisting that I do a video of them not working and the bad quality. So I thought, upside is I get to make a video for YouTube as well. So here we go. We'll start off in the order that I received them as well. I ordered the Rotary chuck first. So it comes with a selection of, there's a little key for obviously adjusting the chuck, and a little selection of pins. And you have this one here. I'll show them closer under the other camera in a minute. It's like a little shaped end. So you've got 3 of those. Then you have 3 kind of tapered out, flared out pins in a kind of small style, and then 3 straight cut fatter pins. And also there was a random grub screw in mine. I looked, it doesn't look like it's fallen out of anywhere. It may well have done, but it doesn't look like it's fallen out of anywhere. But it was loose in there anyway. So once you've got that out, take the little lid off, you can see the chuck itself. And all the cables kind of wound up in the underneath parts. If you loosen those off, lift it. This one, I've actually completely undone it, look. And then lift it up. There we go. So we can get that out. Pull this free. And then put the chuck level again and nip them back up. So the idea is you would get these little pins. So we're going to put them in here. And you can kind of see what I was talking about earlier. Again, I'll get the other camera out in a second and we'll do a bit of a close-up of all these kind of wangy wobbly bits. But I don't, you can probably hear it on the microphone that these are just loose and there's like loads of play in there. So when you try and grab apart, it keeps actually binding on itself because everything's so loose. It's actually caught hold of it that time, but it bound up a couple of times as I was doing that. And then when we look at this in a minute, when you spin that, it doesn't actually sit concentric, so it kind of moves a little bit. I think partly because of the play in these individual jaws, it's just the quality's really bad. It's like a really lightweight alloy as well. Yeah, I don't know how you get around that without, you can hear it there, without yeah, just making it out of a better quality metal. One of the other things that I did notice as well is if you were, is it bound back up again? Yeah, it's got all jammed up again. There we go. If you're trying to do it to actually clamp in on something and maybe put these pins, unscrew it out here. I mean, for a start off, the pins are so short, it's really hard to get hold of anything with them. But let's say we're kind of coming out here and grabbing on something a bit bigger, it just hits into this bottom part here straight away. So you're quite limited how far out those jaws can go and still clear that bottom part there. But as you can hear from that, and you know, that whole assembly is just so loose. Let's have a look at getting this on my other camera so you can see it a bit better. So here it is, and you can see that play there, and then just all the play in the parts. These sections are really tiny, you know. Let's put them on the furthest out. Let's see if we can grab hold of this mug here. No. I don't think I've got anything much smaller. No, let's do a paint can, which should be a little bit smaller. And now it's actually bound up again. I can't turn that chuck anymore. Oh, I can do a bit more with that, but it's not enough to hold. This is a pretty much empty can of spray paint as well, and it's not even enough to hold that, so it's just not fit for purpose. You can see some of these pieces that I tried to engrave with it as well, and they came out really badly. The bits that did work were done on the roller, but let's see if I can switch this on and just spin it and show you it spinning as well. Let's see if I can now go into the Rotary tools, set it to chuck, enable, and then do test. And I don't know, let's see if I can put these into the middle here. I'll see if I can put one of those little bits of tubing in. And then let's see if I spin it. I've got to pack all that away again now. So the other one is the roller. This was actually much better. The lead was way too short. The same with that one really. It makes it quite hard to use. I think the main problem with this is these need to be rubberized. If these were rubberized, when you put something on it like that, though, I mean, you can see how easy that's just sliding over the top of them. So you can imagine what happens as soon as you try to index these round. Let's plug this one in as well. Here we go, and then do a test. And you can see not only is it sliding, it's working its way towards this extraction unit as well. If I pull it all the way over here. You can see how far that's moved in just 3 movements. It's just not usable. Hopefully that's enough for the technical team to process the refund. Like I say, in the UK there's a thing called the distance selling regulations, which gives you 14 days from receipt of the item to change your mind regardless of anything and send them back. I did also notice on the website it says that there is a service fee, which again is completely illegal in the UK to charge a service fee. So we'll see when we get to that stage what they say about that. Could be an interesting discussion, but yeah, like I say, completely illegal in the UK, so they're not allowed to charge a service fee, whatever they've put in their terms and conditions. If they're selling in the UK, they have to abide by UK law. Hopefully that's been useful. Hopefully it allows you to avoid the pitfalls of these. Like I said in my review of the main laser, for doing flat items, as long as you don't mind a bit of tinkering, absolutely brilliant, and for the price point, the laser's fantastic. But if you don't want that tinkering, or you want to do something with round items, this probably isn't the right tool for you, and maybe have a look at some of the more expensive options. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in another video really soon.